Okay, hello, I'm Claire, this is Sean, and this is Neve, and we're here today to tell our story about our beautiful little girl, Isla Grace Groom. I had 2 children already, and then we decided for our 3rd child, Brett and I. It was a fairly complicated pregnancy. We kind of knew something was wrong, but we were told all the way down the line that everything was fine. We had extra scans, and we were told that everything was fine. It come to the 21st of February. I was booked in for an elective C-section because I'd had complications with both of these, and I was told that was the best way forward. Thankfully, we went down that route, because if we hadn't have done, I would be telling a completely different story, because my daughter would not have made the birth. She didn't make the birth, she was resuscitated on birth, and what should be a parent's, magical moment was completely ruined by the fact that she came out, she wasn't breathing, she was resuscitated, she was blue, she was floppy, she had a cleft lip, and everything that we thought, should have been right was completely wrong. We heard call the registrar as soon as she was born, and we just panicked. I saw her cleft lip, and at the time I thought that was just the worst thing, a facial disfigurement. Little did I know that a few days later they were going to tell us some horrific news that that we were going to really struggle with. We had Isla. She was taken straight into intensive care. There was on monitors. She had breathing difficulties, and we were told that she'd got dysmorphic features, and they were suggesting genetic testing. We didn't really know. It was probably the worst days of our lives, really, to be honest. These 2 were so excited about their little sister coming home. We planned to go in, come out with baby in arms and bring her home and enjoy her, but that wasn't to be. We were told 5 days after having Isla that she had Edwards syndrome, medically known as trisomy 18. The consultant's words to me were, take her home, enjoy her, because she just won't live long. Children with trisomy 18, I think the stats are 10% get to month 2 and 5% get to 1. I said to the consultant, this is probably the worst diagnosis you could give us, and he said, I'm afraid so, it is. It's tragic, I'm really sorry. We were then told, more or less, to say goodbye to Isla. They wheeled her in to the room, and grandparents, the children were unknowing, they were playing with the nurses on the ward, and it was, how do we prepare the girls for this? It was just so wrong, and it was the most frightening times of our lives. Luckily for us, we've got an amazing story to tell, because this little girl was going nowhere soon. She defied all the odds, and she was amazing, absolutely amazing. We became involved in charities like New Life, Acorns Children's Hospice. We got quickly referred to Acorns Children's Hospice, didn't we? And they were amazing, weren't they, the things that they did? Didn't they? What did we do at Acorns that we couldn't do it normally?
We had the art and craft room.
Yeah, what about
the cigar room? And I loved the star room, because she used to swim in there, and it was really fun. The sensory.
We got to do normal things in a not so normal situation. We got to go in the spa pool as a family. They take video footage of us, wouldn't they? They took pictures galore, so we've just covered, her bedroom in pictures of all our memories. When she was 9 months old, she got very poorly, and we ended up at Russell's Hospital, and they told us she was having part of Isla's condition. She'd got holes in the heart, she'd got lots of problems, her lungs, she was on oxygen, she'd got lots of medical problems, and she was high-level care. But as a team, we did it, didn't we? In the morning, we'd get her up. What would you do? I carry Isla, you carry the oxygen, you carry the suction machine, and we'd just do it as a team, wouldn't we?
And we used the bath there.
Yeah, she loved water.
She hated the sun.
Yeah, she didn't like the sun, did she? But at 9 months old, yeah, we went to Russell's Hall Hospital. She started having apnea attacks, which is where they stop breathing and the brain just doesn't tell them to breathe. She got a really bad chest infection, and we were told at Russell's Hall there was nothing really more they could do for us. So then we had to consider end-of-life care at Acorns. It was the hardest thing that we, as a family, we had to do, because it meant taking her off all the medication, antibiotics, and really just, you know, going there to say goodbye. Acorns were told that it was imminent and that we might not even make it in the ambulance. We got there, the children arrived with family. Straight away, you know, Isla was put in a bedroom, the girls were playing in the art and craft room, so it was made easy for them. But Brett and I were just waiting for it to happen. There come lots of times where she did stop breathing, but again, Isla, you know, being Isla, didn't want to go anywhere. They asked us if there's anything we hadn't done with Isla. We hadn't done Christmas and we hadn't done the beach. We'd always wanted to take her to the beach. So they brought the beach to us in the parents' in the family suite, and we played, didn't we?
Yeah, they got like a big sand pit and then filled it with sand, and Isla sat in it and played with the sand.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Anyway, we had a big fundraising event that we did at a local ball pit, and Santa Claus was there, and they said to us, do you want Isla to die here, or do you want her to go and celebrate her day and get some more memories with her sisters? So with the nurses, they escorted us to the ball pit. We went, it was massive. We raised so much money, didn't we? And Isla got to meet Father Christmas.
Thousands of pounds.
We were delighted when we got photographs of Isla with Santa, and basically she stole his heart, and he came to visit after that, didn't he? Come to see us, Santa did, and it was amazing.
He came to see us this Christmas as well, but because Isla's not alive anymore, he gave us presents. He was
very worried about you, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he gave us this little present, and he gave us a present to give to in memory of Isla.
But Isla, being Isla, as I say, she wasn't going anywhere. We got her home. We did Christmas. It was amazing. Her first Christmas, wasn't it? And we did her first birthday. That was huge, wasn't it? We couldn't. It was hard on a daily basis to plan for anything because we were in hospital that many times. So even on her invitation for her first birthday, I put, please contact me on the day, as we might be in hospital, which tended to be the case, didn't it? But no, she did her first birthday. We had ice cream vans there, bouncy castles, again at the local ball pit where we did the charity day at Space Hoppers. It was amazing. We've got so many pictures and so many memories of this little girl, haven't we? This beautiful little girl that we were so proud of. Aren't we? What did you do for your sister?
I used to, when she was lying down on the floor, I used to because she had prongs in, and and that helped her breathe. When she kept trying to get the prongs out of her nose, so I had to keep putting her back in.
Yeah. What about you? Like suctioning when she used to be sick.
I had to get the suctioning, and when
you'd say, "Mom, the suction machine," yeah, you'd alert me to running in and suctioning her, wouldn't you?
She makes us go now, and sometimes I help you bath her.
You did. You helped me bath her. That was amazing. So we did our first Christmas, and our second Christmas was approaching. We'd moved house. We came here. Isla loved it here. She was so happy. She got her own bedroom.
She used to come with us to school.
Yeah, she did. She'd go on the school run. The school's just over the road, so I was able to take her on the school run. Everything was lovely. We were so happy as a family because we just felt that Isla was defying the odds. She was coming up to 22 months old. We were getting to her second Christmas, and things were looking good. We'd spent less time in hospital. It seemed the bigger she got, the stronger she was getting. And then Christmas, she caught a cold, a nasty cold that we ended up just a week before.
Normal people could die from, but people who didn't have this, they didn't have Edward could die from, and she caught that.
She was in hospital, wasn't she? And it was my worst fear as a mother, being split up from these two. But they were really good. They knew that Isla was the poorly child, and Mummy had to be with the poorly child in hospital, didn't you? Yeah. Christmas Day was a nightmare. We got family to come in the morning so I could come and watch the girls open their presents.
It was also a miracle as well.
Yeah, it was. And on Christmas
I think on my birthday she wasn't allowed to come because she was too poorly.
She was. There was many times that, you know, their birthdays and things that we were in hospital, so we had to struggle with juggling the girls and juggling Isla and her care. But Christmas Day was a miracle. I honestly think it was her last gift to us. They found us up. My sister was at the hospital. I was opening the presents with the girls. They phoned us up and said that she's doing really well today. If we can get her off the oxygen and just on the canisters that she had at home, she could come home for Christmas Day. It was amazing. We got her home. She was on machines all the way. You know, we were checking that her sats weren't dropping because we'd get straight back up to the hospital. They didn't. We brought her home. She came. She had loads of presents to open, didn't she? Which you helped her with. And we brought her home and we had her here for a good 5 or 6 hours.
She used to have like this milk machine.
Yeah.
All her milk.
Yeah, she did. She had a feed. Yeah, she was NG fed, so the milk used to go down the tube into her tummy, didn't it? Yeah. So she came and we opened presents. We got loads of pictures. We got, you know, and then we took her back to the hospital on the night, and the nurses
she was opening the presents.
Yeah, the nurses even joked to us that, you know, oh, we didn't think you was going to bring her back, and we said, you know what, she'll be home tomorrow. She's done so well, and she wants to be home. And then the nightmare began. It was Christmas night. Things were looking terrible. As soon as I put her on the bed and got her back to the hospital, her sats dropped, her oxygen levels went straight up to the maximum they could give her, and she deteriorated from that point, really. We lost Isla on the 29th of December, 2012.
When you came home, Dad called and I said, and I ran and he said, are you in? I went, yeah. And then I ran down to Grandma and said, Dad just called to see if we were in, and Grandma said, is he coming back? And I said, I don't know. He cut me off. So, and then he came a bit later, and it was really disappointing.
Yeah, we had to, obviously, family had got the girls, you know, being in a hospital environment, we tried to protect them from seeing, you know.
We just
and your last memories of your sister were on Christmas Day, were opening her presents, weren't they? They were, yeah. Come on, be strong. Yeah, on Christmas Day, opening her presents, and but yeah, okay. Big girl. It's been a tough 12 months. You know, we've had some tough times. We've had lots of firsts. There was her birthday, and there was this Christmas just gone. It's been very difficult. And then a friend of ours, although it's been difficult, we've done lots of charity work.
Yeah.
One way that makes us feel better is the charities that have supported us. We want to go out and support them. It's like giving a little bit back, really. I didn't go straight back to work. I started working in the local Acorns charity shop just to get my confidence back, just to get, you know, and just to give a little bit back, because Acorns, they still continue to support us. The girls have sibling workers. And
we go to sibling groups. It's where other children who have
lost brothers
and sisters, or still have brothers and sisters that, well, have different types of syndromes and conditions. We come and do and talk about it, and we play and we have lots of fun there. We used to raise a lot of money for the charities.
Yeah, we do, and we still continue to raise the money. And then a friend of ours said to us she knew Pete Jackson from Love2give, and that she wanted to send. And we'd looked at them on YouTube and saw the work that he did, and Steve, and we were amazed. And we wish that we could have had that support when Isla was alive, really, couldn't we? You know, with sensory rooms and all sorts of things. But then Pete got in touch with us, and he said he wanted to do something special for the girls and for us as a family. He said it was a bit of karma, but, you know, a bit that really that we should. He wanted to give something back, and we just can't believe it, really. We're so grateful.
Speechless.
But Pete and Steve want to provide us with a memorial summerhouse, and it's somewhere where we want to go. We want to, you know, be able to think about Isla.
Like on a birthday, where should I put presents?
Where the flowers, and we haven't got anywhere really at the moment because Isla's ashes remain with us because we can't bring it ourselves to part with her, really. you know.
They're in a cot upstairs.
But
now we're going to have room. And
We're going to put
all the flowers in.
Yeah, we're going to put all of that from upstairs in her room down into the summer house.
we're just going to have a real
Yeah.
special place that we're going to, you know, be able to go in there as a family,
remember
look at all of her pictures, we're going to put her teddy bears in there, and we're going to, you know, we're just going to remember the beautiful little girl. And she's just so inspirational to everybody who met her. You know, people that we know that met her have just gone on to do
At
fundraising.
her first birthday party, she had nearly over 100.
350 people came.
Which is
And
more than us.
yeah, they did. It was amazing. So, yeah, it really, you know, we really want to thank Love2give for doing this for us, because it just means the world to us. And thank them, really. And we're just so delighted. Tomorrow will be Isla's birthday. She would have been 3. So we're going to have an amazing place, aren't we, to go and to...
She got up to 1 and stuff.
Yeah,
She
nearly got to 2.
2 months, and then she would have been 2.
She struggled to breathe sometimes.
So how would you describe your sister? One
Beautiful.
word.
Inspirational.
Good.
Beautiful.
Mad.
Mad.
She's mad.
She screamed a lot, didn't she?
Yeah.
Exciting screams, not sad.
She was. We were told she wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
lift herself up, but she could sit on the settee, and she could lie down on the floor and push herself up.
Yeah, that was one thing when I had her. I was told that she wouldn't smile.
We figured that out.
She
didn't
wouldn't
we, that one day?
smile. She wouldn't laugh. And we called her Smiler Isla.
And the one of
Careful.
one
We
of
called her Smiler Isla, didn't
yeah, and
we?
the one because she always smiles.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah, we do. We
Yeah.
remember every day, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
Okay.
t-shirts as well.
Happy? You need to go and blow your nose, because that's the dirtiest nose I've ever seen. I hope that's not going to be on the camera.
Luckily that wasn't on the table.
Go and blow your nose. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thanks.